So many games come out every week, it's almost impossible to keep up with unless it's your full-time job. Well, here at Game Conclave, we've got your back. We scour the web for all the info we can find on upcoming releases, and today we got a list of 10 new games coming out for the second week of February, including Sid Meier's Civilization VII, Tomb Raider, Trails Through Daybreak 2, and more. I'm VII, and as always, welcome to Game Conclave. Thanks for watching. If you could take a moment to give us a like and subscribe, it'd really help us grow. After the video, hop down in the comments, let us know if you're going to be picking any of these titles up. But without further ado, let's hop into some new games launching in the second week of February. Metal Suits Counterattack is a side-scrolling run-and-gun action platformer made by Egg Tart Incorporated. You'll be playing as Kevin, an elderly, sick, retired veteran and war hero who's living peacefully on the nursing home spaceship with his beloved dog Andy. But unfortunately, for both Andy and Kevin, they lose everything. That's right, their nursing home ship is destroyed when it's invaded by alien forces. So not only does Kevin lose Andy, he loses most of his body as well, until he's reborn as a cyborg, ready to take revenge. This sounds really silly and fun, and yeah, we love silly and fun. So, yeah, you'll defeat alien invaders using a variety of combat suits across 9 different planets. So if you're looking for a goofy game to scratch that Mega Man or Contra itch, on February 13th, check out this one. It's going to be dropping on the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Undying is a story-heavy zombie survival game with some RPG and roguelite elements. It is made by Vanimals, and the fun twist here is that your character, Ling, is actually infected with the contagion that's turning people into zombies. She's slowly decaying away, and she must teach her son how to survive within the zombie apocalypse. So you'll make decisions based on prioritizing teaching him how to survive. Every decision you make, every person you encounter is an unknown, a variable. Should you trust this person, when your life and your son's life is in peril, or should you be more wary of them, perhaps confrontational? How will you shape the unfolding story? The game features 14 major locations that will be semi-randomized. Every time you start a new playthrough, you'll teach your son Cody skills for cooking, crafting, and combat. You'll scrounge up resources as you manage your thirst and hunger. All your actions will impact your son as he levels and learns skills to not only assist you, but also with the goal of becoming independent. This game looks really awesome. It's probably one of those games that's just going to rip your heart out and have you bawling by the time this ride ends. So if you're looking for something to give you the same vibes, as something like the Telltale Walking Dead series game, or just a fan of survival games, this one's gonna be hitting the Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, and PS5 on February 11th, and it is already available on PC. Sid Meier's Civilization VII is a very long-running 4X turn-based grand strategy series, and an absolutely great one. It's developed by Firaxis, who, in addition to making the Civilization games, made the XCOM reboots many years ago, and also made Marvel's Midnight Suns. Now, if you're not familiar with Civilization, what you do is you select a leader of your empire, and different leaders will have different bonuses that will shape the growth of your empire. And actually, for the first time in the series' history, your leader and your civilization do not have to be from the same culture. So if you want to pick Ben Franklin to lead the Aztecs, or whatever, you can. So yeah, you'll mix and match various different leader and cultural bonuses, and construct cities, perform technological and economic research, build cultural monuments, and lead your people to victory as the dominant culture on the planet. Domination can be achieved a variety of different ways here. Obviously, through military might, you can, overwhelm your foes, or you can create the most vibrant culture, which can often encourage other civilizations to defect and join your way of life. Or you can just beat everyone on technology, research all the biggest scientific breakthroughs and, put their tech to shame. So, crossplay between PCs and consoles will be supported. So whenever you're done building your empire in single player, you got a ton of options online, between downloadable challenge maps, facing off against other players, teaming up with a buddy. Yeah, the series has been around for 30 years now. It has completely stood the test of time as just one of the best turn-based grand strategy games out there. This one is going to be launching on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and PC on February 11th. Urban Myth Dissolution Center is a cult mystery adventure game with visual novel elements made by Hakababunko, where you'll be solving mysteries surrounding cursed relics, monstrous oddities, and dimensional anomalies. As Azami Fukurai, who has the ability to see another person's thoughts and intentions through her glasses. The game will play out in an episodic manner with this really gorgeous pixel art, and you'll search for clues and review evidence, and every urban legend you solve will help you unravel this mystery, leading to all sorts of unexpected consequences and perhaps some hidden truths. So if you're looking for a new mystery game or a fan of things like Danganronpa or Ace Attorney or the Somnium Files, you might give this one a look when it drops on February 12th for the Switch, PS5, and PC. Dawnfolk is a charming and minimalist survival city building game where you'll gather resources and rebuild your realm while protecting your people from the shadows. This is made by Darren Keller, a one-man indie studio. Darren previously worked at Ubisoft on Ghost Recon and the Assassin's Creed series, and then quit Ubisoft to start his passion project. And so we had no choice. We have to include this game in our weekly release list because we always want to support small developers, especially people who quit advantageous situations and take risks like this to pursue something that means so much to them. That's one of the best parts about gaming. When people make their passion projects, it's always something special. So if you're looking for a cute little city builder or just want to support an indie chasing their dreams, make sure you check this one out when it drops on PC and Switch on February 13th. Snezhinka is made by Hinyari9 and is the sequel to Marfusha. Snezhinka is a side-scrolling twin-stick shooter where cutesy little girls with big-ass guns working for a PMC will defend against waves of hostile mechs. The meager salary you get paid will be utilized to purchase cards and various other upgrades to refine your combat capabilities. Snezhinka, the titular character, will be searching for her missing older sister, who was an elite member of the Molten Iron Squadron. She has, however, gone missing, and only by going to the front lines of the war will you be able to find out why. Snezhinka released late last year on PC to very positive reviews, and is finally coming to the Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and Switch on February 15th. Now, if you've ever played an RPG, there's a really good chance you've beaten the crap out of a bunch of slime monsters. Hell, if you've played any Dragon Quest game, you've probably beaten the crap out of thousands of slime monsters. But this little indie Souls-like is saying, hey, what have the slimes got to save the day? That's right, in Slime Heroes, you will get to explore a whimsical, silly little open world where the slimes finally get to save the day. You have 6 different regions to explore in solo or co-op. It has a really cool system where you get to merge and combine skills to create unique attacks that best suit your playstyle. Always really cool. I love those kinds of elements. You'll fight a bunch of ferocious enemies and level up and find yourself flashy attire for your slimes to fortify their stats. It's just a cute looking little Souls-like RPG, probably a great one to play with the kids or a significant other or just a buddy. It'll be dropping on February 13th for PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, PS5, and the Switch. Afterlove EP comes from Pixelnesia, the creators of Coffee Talk and What Comes After. Afterlove EP is a slice-of-life adventure game set in modern-day Jakarta, and you'll be playing as a young man and musician named Rama, who's struggling to move on with his life after the death of his girlfriend. The game will feature a blend of visual novel, narrative adventure, and rhythm game elements. The story will see Rama's bandmates and friends all attempting to help him move on, but Rama is trapped in his grief. It's causing him to neglect his music, his mental health, and his relationships. And to top it all off, he's starting to have visions of his deceased girlfriend. You'll have 28 days and nights to help Rama get his life together in time for his band's critical gig. And decisions you make throughout the course of the story will affect the outcome of the game. A really interesting and unique aspect of this particular game, though, is the narrative designer and writer and developer Mohamed Fahmy passed away in 2022. And the rest of the team of the studio decided to finish this project and complete the final game he wrote on his behalf. So, in more ways than one, this is probably going to be a game filled to the brim with heart and soul. From the young 32-year-old man who never got to finish it, and the team that he left behind saying their final farewell. Afterlove EP will release on the Xbox Series S and X, PS5, Switch, and PC on February 14th. The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2 is a turn-based hybrid action RPG series developed by Nihon Falcon. They are the pioneers of action RPGs and the creators of the Ys series, which is a very, very long-running series. But Trails is part of their Legend of Heroes sub-series, which was originally their turn-based series, but has now incorporated some action elements, so yeah. The Trails games, this is actually the 12th entry, mainline entry in the series. There are several spin-offs. This one picks up after the events of the first Trails Through Daybreak. You'll be returning to the Calvard Republic as a shocking series of murders has set wheels in motion. You'll be trying to figure out who's behind these grisly murders in this action RPG turn-based hybrid. It'll feature a parry system that empowers your attacks, and a combo system called Chain Skill, that allows your party members to launch simultaneous attacks. All the Trails games are sort of part of this overarching continuous narrative, but then each little mini arc is its own standalone, entry. So yeah, it's like the MCU of JRPGs. So for those of you who are already deeply invested, this one's coming out on February 14th. If you're looking to get into this series, and this is where you want to start, I'd at least probably go back to Trails Through Daybreak 1. If you're looking to finally get sucked into all of this grand series, the first game, Trails in the Sky, is actually getting a remake later this year. We don't have exactly all the details yet on platforms and release date. As soon as we know more, though, we'll be sure to let you know. It's a highly regarded series for great characterization and wild plot twists and really hard-hitting, political narratives. So it's a really good series. For those of you looking to pick this one up, though, Trails Through Daybreak 2, it'll be hitting the PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC on February 14th. Alright, Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 Remastered, which is actually Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, Tomb Raider Chronicles, and Tomb Raider The Angel of Darkness Remastered, is the follow-up to last year's Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 Remastered. Lara Croft, an icon of gaming, is back. One of the original heroines of gaming. Not the original. Don't get mad, Samus fans. But one of the first really big mainstream heroines. So in addition to a photo mode being added in for all these games, updated textures, multiple control schemes, the Angel of Darkness specifically has had some of its cut content restored. This game had a very mixed reception back when it came out, and they've actually restored some of the elements that were removed from the game. So there's going to be extra voice lines for this one. Areas that were cut from the original release have been added back. It'll be really interesting to see if this changes the reputation Angel of Darkness kind of has in the fan base and with reviewers. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Tomb Raider, though, Lara Croft, as I stated, one of the first big mainstream heroines. Uncharted is dude Lara Croft, basically, dude Tomb Raider. But yeah, if you're looking for a game with some fun gunplay, great action, awesome platforming sequences, little supernatural elements, this is a series you should be looking at. Just keep in mind, these are remastered games. Some of these are PlayStation 2 games. I think all of them in this one at least are PlayStation 2. The other one had some PlayStation 1 games, but yeah, these games are over 20 years old. They're not going to have all the bells and whistles you might be accustomed to. It can be super fun, though, to go back and see where gaming was at a long time ago in terms of, graphics, because some people are going to think this looks ugly, and well, these look way better than they originally did. But yeah, whenever these old collections come out, I always pick them all up because I just love to see how things actually looked versus how they look in your head when you remember them. But yeah, it's always cool to see how far gaming's come. This one will be hitting the Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and PC on February 14th. We hope you found a new game to sink some time into. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know if you're going to be picking any of these games up down in the comments. And as always, from all of us here at Game Conclave, thank you so much for watching.